for the 1 and 2K, bro. So we got the man here against the Charlotte Hornets.
Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot. And for the Hornets, Nas Reed out there with Miller. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Diamante in at the 5 spot. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the fourth matchup. Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled big straight blows and show off what they can do down low. Now here's White. And it's flushed down.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Reed against Antetokounmpo. Outside Mitchell. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. And denied. He sent it right off the glass. To the inside. And Adebayo slams it in. What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, we need to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's White. Back to Miller. No good that time. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Mitchell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to White. Reed for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
The defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to test.
Wiggins from long range. Diamante grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 1 and 2 from 3-point land so far. Hampton after taking a nice lead on the run. And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. He can really whip passes there around the court. Hardaway, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. A quick look, no good that time. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was
over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA.
that shot. Just missed it. Here's Miller. Can't hit it. He's over. As an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Sometimes the most pivotal.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Get over, guys. Next quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's White. And he gets it to go on one runner.
Well, as a guard like White, you are inside.
No time on that one. These teams have really gone back and forth. 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure. Miller outside. 3-pointer. Counted from distance. Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's sitting quick off the catch. And he gets it to go as they call a foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact. Miami shooting their first free throw this game. At the line for one. And that one misses. And Giannis can just about do anything that coaching staff has. A true team player. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the contest. Charlotte's gone gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Reed. Miller with it. Back to Reed. Unloads. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And that's when he was back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's Wiggins. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Wiggins has got 5 now.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Again, the miss by the Hornets. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. The 3, Hardaway. Diamante grabs the board. Charlotte trailing. To the paint. Slam from by Reed.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out. Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
White for 3. Hardaway grabs the board. Miami's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Adebayo, that's good.
They keep capturing the lead. They're giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team raising blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and picks it up easy. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Miller. This one for 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wiggins. Diamante grabs the board. The Hornets shooting around 44% of this opening quarter. Takes a 13-footer. Denied by Adebayo.
What a menacing swat by Bam. Letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Wow. This easy one there, right at the rim that came up with.
Now here's White. Again the miss by the Hornets. And here's Mitchell. 3-pointer. That shot missing. That's the White. Reed for 3. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
And coach, how about Nas Reed? The 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reed is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including the long.
The Heat with the lead. Launches a 3. Diamante grabs the board. Diamante's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Miller. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Miller's got 5. And for the Heat, they're shooting well so far at 48%.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And here's Charlotte. Miller outside. Back to White. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Personal foul. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
2 shots.
Big break. 3 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Charlotte making some changes. Williams comes in for Reed. And James is subbed in for White. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
We expect nothing less. Everyone is very good at the line.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Taking a switch here. Jovic is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, he buries
getting a stop without a foul. Defense wins that battle.
To the middle. Here's Diamante. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami leading by 5. Here's Larson. And the 3 off target. Smith against James. Outside, Williams. Charlotte again missing. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
James. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Time to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Ryan, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Agree, Smith. Pass to Larson. Back to Montecchio. Buries it from 3. And the Heat lead by 3.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up threes like that.
Here's Diamante. And he slaps it in one-handed.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Larson. Smith outside. Pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. Montecchio shot is off. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Inside. Here's Diamante. And there is the rejection. Smith into the lane. Here's Montecchio. This is a 3. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miller on the wing. Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts. One team gains momentum, and the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
He drops it from range. Montecchio's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shoot a steady diet from outside.
High scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Charlotte on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hornets.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Also, Simone Fontecchio out there. Smith out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Larson in a shooting guard. Antetokounmpo with it. O'Neal covers. And Antetokounmpo with the basket. On the assist by Smith.
And look at inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And Charlotte shooting their 4th shot at the line here. And the technical free throw is good. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, BA. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Now, here is James. Williams misses. Montecchio outside. Over Allen. And he gets a friendly roll as that one goes. Montecchio's got 11 points. Hornets trail by 5. Williams on the wing. Williams is screen on Smith. White for 3. Again the miss by the Hornets.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
They might might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The three, Allen, always a nice way to start. Makes it first one.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Portis.
Fuck that
To
up.
the paint. And here's Fontecchio. Allen defending. The three. Larson, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. James can't get it to go. The Heat have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. The three ball. Gets the three ball to go. Larson's got his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot for a knockdown three.
Threes checked in for Charlotte.
Substitution for your opponents. Number 11. Nash Reed.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Takes the three. Rebound Miami.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Fontecchio. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 5. Allen, right side. White for 3. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Portis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way out. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And the chance to match up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, I like how they let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this thing.
Now, here is James. Outside Reed. The three is up. Drains the triple. Reed's got 11 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Wiggins outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Exclamation 3 from Wiggins.
James outside to the left wing. Outside, Williams. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Second team foul.
That one misses. Adebayo's checked in for Portis.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 7. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Heat on D. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. There's a screen. The three, James. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A multiple-time All-Star. One aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly.
But Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You just got to keep taking great chances.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene and no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 7th round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an All-Star.
Now here's White. Reed for 3. Sure, for point range. And now it's just a 4-point Heat lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there. One after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here's Charlotte now. Heat making their last shot. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Reed passes to Williams. And so he draws the foul. Heading to the line to shoot there. That one belongs to Wiggins.
With the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Heat leading by 4. Wiggins for 3. The shot that time not on target. There's a foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That'll be a second foul of the game. James checks in for White.
Substitution for your Hornets, number 47, James.
James outside. That's a 3. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for Wiggins.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Reed finds James. Williams with the screen. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He has 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it certainly worked to disrupt the offense. Coaches noticed that extra.
Davion so polished from this painted area. Love watching Wiggins do his thing close to the basket.
Here's Miller. Miami making their last shot. The 3 is up. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Antetokounmpo pass to Mitchell. Adebayo from ball range. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Adebayo. From the arc. Sinks the tray. And now it's a 6-point Miami lead.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Reed for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. There's the drive. Second chance effort. Can't cash it in from close range. Charlotte is shooting about 41%. Charlotte, no good that time either. Miami leading by 6. Got it. Oh, he passed it down.
That is incredible.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Reed. To stop the run. And that bucket makes it 6 for 10 in the contest.
Those go down for empty sleep.
Wiggins finds Adebayo. Now here's Hardaway. From deep, Mitchell. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th assist in this one. Reed. Lets it go from deep. And Charlotte another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Wiggins got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can get off from all.
And this is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one.
15 foul.
And the first one of the line is good. So for the Hornets, Diamante's checked in for Williams. And it's White in for James. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Adebayo. He's got 7. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Inside. Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is the lead defensive figure.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Miller can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Wiggins drops it in from 14 feet away. Wiggins got 10 points in the quarter.
With a bit of an old school feel to his game, Wiggins was used to shy away from the mid-range.
You were there, Stan, and Miami is the exception of peak culture. That's a lot of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
I'm so sick. The vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Showing off with the motor game. Not shy with the slot.
Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing of the rejection. And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Miller. 9 points in the game. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis slaying dig inside against contact.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Miller. Counted from distance. Miller's got 12.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
And the basket is good. He got it to go and he took the bump. Opportunity to 3-point play. The Hornets making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. This will be his third trip to the free throw line. The Hornets trail by 12. White, the pass to O'Neal. To the right side. White on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And White hits repeat. 5 points in the game.
I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Miami, no good that time either. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And it's Mitchell, that time only assist by Wiggins. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There's no defense. That has to be one of the easiest shots I've seen tonight.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's the Heat. They lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on Duke Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
And with a Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Brandon Miller. He's out there with Nas Reed. And it's White in at the point guard position. That's the Hornets foul.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Mitchell. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to White. Out of bounds. The Heat will take it. The ball goes to Miami. Heat leading by 9. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 13 now. The Hornets shooting an average of 43% from the floor. The three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins finds Adebayo, puts up a 3, nails it from 3. 12 points for him.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered.
Back to White. Pass to Heat. There's the 3. Sinks it again. That's his 7th big field goal in 11 drives.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he gets it to go.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Hornets trail by 13. Down low. Diamante. Boom! He jams it straight out.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Adebayo. Pass to Hardaway. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, really unlikely to have this kind of game.
And Miller in the bucket. Long assist by White. White's got 7 assists in the game. Here's Wiggins. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Diamante. Facing the layup. Diamante's got 20 points.
And he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And here are the Hornets now. Miami making their last shot. Pass to Miller. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Antetokounmpo. Here's Wiggins. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Mitchell with the ball. Antetokounmpo. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Adebayo. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diamante's got rebound number 11. To the inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Pass break. Here come the Heat. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Offline with a 3. Hornets trail by 10. Here's White. Adebayo grabs the board. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Nas Reed. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. Williams is checked in for Charlotte.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Diamante. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Miller with it. Fires from deep. Charlotte, no good that time either. Wiggins from long range. Wiggins for the triple.
And from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
Williams passes to White. The shot. Miami grabs the miss. Mitchell launches it from deep. Adebayo finds Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. 15-point game. Nice catch. Resounding dunk.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making the good shots and you build the lead. Consistent buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Here's Miller. After the basket by Miami. Williams from long range. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense isn't coming up to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah. Another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
And there's a call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Heat. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. From Pete Mitchell, good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists now in the game. White looking it over. To the middle. Here's Diamante. And he can't get that one. Oh, big D that time from Adebayo. And let's swing it over to the middle. Oh, wow.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And here's Charlotte now. Miami making their last shot. Charlotte, no good that time either. Here's Antetokounmpo. Sweet little floater. Antetokounmpo has got 13 points in this quarter.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Jovic, he's checked in for Adebayo. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Fontecchio's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Smith in for Mitchell. Here's Miller. He's got 18. They need this. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Heat leading by 20. Here's Smith. On easy, too, on the layup.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pass to Miller. Outside, Williams. Connects from downtown. Williams has got 10 points. Miami has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. A nice shot by Smith.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Miami foul.
Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved defense. He's improved his decision making. He got that second contract in a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA. Now here's Miller. Up and over Smith. Miller can't get it to go. He got a piece of it.
And he just continued to work for the block. Miller not letting up an ounce of effort.
Got it. Jovic has got his second basket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Hornets trail by 20. Here's Miller. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Miller's got 20.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games. They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Miller. Give him 20. Inside. And that one is stopped right through.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to get the unselfish play. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Which Slavis section wants a t-shirt? It's time for t-shirts!
Makes a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Heat leading by 17. Pass to Larson. 4-3. O'Neal pulls it in. And Charlotte shooting a marvelous 61% thus far in the second half. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Larson with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's White. He has 6. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Miami. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Smith. Yep, that one goes. Smith's got 6.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense.
Here's White. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's Miami leading by 20. And it's Portis. That time on the assist by Smith. Well, the Hornets shooting about 47%. A nice number. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Nice shot by Miller.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Here's Charlotte now.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And so it's the Miami Heat. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their three-point shooting a reason they have a sizable lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Simone Fontecchio out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Smith, and it's Jovic in the center position. He nails it from beyond the arc.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Hornets trail by 17. Pass to Reed. Out to James. And Charlotte, another three.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for Stacey.
Montecchio outside. Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Heat lead by 17. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And the shot goes. He's got 19.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. We all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut him.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Miami leading by 18. Here's Adebayo. The Hornets pulling in. Reed's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And a foul ball on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
Oh, man, but the defender really went after him.
And he drops it first.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Adebayo. The Hornets pull it in. Allen outside. Outside, Williams. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Over to the wing. Pass to Hardaway. Miami, no good that time either.
Just the look of the shot contest to bother him.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys, let's not break this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Andrew Wiggins.
Fires for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 15 rebounds here tonight. For 3, Hardaway. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that was good. An extra effort on the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 38 points. Now, here's James. Allen can't get it to go.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Davion Mitchell.
Hornets trail by 21. Pass to Reed, and here's James. Allen on the wing, defended by Hardaway. Out by Reed.
I don't know how he can step
Yes,
out
he
and
did.
get
Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now here's Mitchell from behind the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Third team
Man,
foul.
he made sure to get his money's worth on that one.
Free throw, no good.
And Reed. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Heat leading by 20. Mitchell finds Wiggins. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Wiggins has got 14 points now in the second half. Miller outside, and Mitchell over to help. Pass to Reed. Miller, he's open. Charlotte again missing. Miami has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Williams is checked in for Reed.
2 shots.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And White has got the ball here for the Hornets. And there's the call. He is on Bam Adebayo. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th team foul. Into the Heat. Number 2. Larson.
Pass to Diabate. And he drives in. Good D by Adebayo. For Miami, they've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the 4th. Takes a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to leave this guy on a three-point shot. But when they're knocking him down, you might as well keep right. Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Here's Larson after the basket by Charlotte. Miller outside. And there's James from the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Heat have gotten 8 of 15 during the 4th quarter.
And Giannis let the jam. The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
The Hornets shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Diabate, and they catch it in right away with a quick shot. Diabate's got 4 points this quarter.
So you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 44% here in the 4th quarter. Pass to James. Williams against Antetokounmpo. They get it again. Diabate. Out to James. Off target from outside. And the Heat shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. From deep, Mitchell. James with the rebound. Here's Charlotte. White on the wing. From outside the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Mitchell. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. So both teams making some changes here. A 3 off the inbound. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Well, nice execution off the inbounds. They caught the defense napping on the perimeter.
Outside Reed. Five to shoot. Beyond the arc. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's shot is off. Shooting 7 for 15. Miller on the wing. Pounded by Wiggins. Pass to Diabate. There's the 3. Drops it the 3. He's got 24.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. When you see him that wide open.
And the soft touch on the floater. Giannis just making a challenging shot look effortless. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Outside, Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Miami.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets shooting pretty well at 45%. Wing shot on the way. Oh, it was luck that time as it dropped.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it certainly worked it to disrupt the offense. Coaches noticed that extra effort.
Pass to White. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest the winning
2 shots.
White hits them both. And for the Heat, they're shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Oh man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Williams from long range knocks down the triple.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help keep Tibbs.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
The first one falls.
Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The Hornets shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. And the layup falls. 28 points for him.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And for Miami, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And there it is for him.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Miller outside. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Knocked loose and stolen by Williams. To the paint. Here's Diabate. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. The 3, Smith. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Smith. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 58.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And Giannis, another basket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
So, no problem for Miami. They get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this one.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, you had a big lead going into the break. You guys never let up. What did Coach tell you at the half?
Coach at the half, he told us to keep up the fun, keep playing together, play hard, try to leave on the ball because it's our job to run it down.
And that you did. Congrats on the win, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast.